Hello and welcome. So you've been invited to SENNA Club. What does this mean? You know, what's the whole thing about? Well, obviously it's very difficult to explain something like this in 200 characters. So I think to help not to have to respond to hundreds of messages, I felt I should make a video here. Kind of explain what's going on, how it all works, that sort of thing. So recently, league I was running in, an American league, run by Warbonnet. Those who know who've raced with him, he's a quick racer, damn quick racer. Run 4 or 5 seasons. Unfortunately, he can't run it anymore. So, in a way, this is to try and sort of help fill the gap of that series, and hopefully bring a lot more racers together from there's people I know that race in America as well as the UK. So this is a way to bring everyone together and have some good fun racing. Hopefully good, clean, close, fun racing, I know a lot of you, and I know a lot of you race pretty well, so I can't wait for this to take off. So how does it work? Well, basically I'm going to run it largely all through PSN. Obviously through this community it's invite only, people can request to join, but in that respect there's going to be kind of recruitment drive style races where we'll almost open up like an open lobby and see how these guys are, if they can race clean, if they're not necessarily quick but are sensible on the track. How it's going to work is events. I'm going to set up events and open them large, on the whole 2 days before we race. An event's going to consist of 4 to 5 races, probably 6 to 7 laps per race. It's going to be a single car class, probably on default setup as well, but we'll see how that works depending on some cars and their fuel loads, that sort of thing. I don't want to hobble us completely, but I want to make this about driver skill, not crazy setups. I want to make this as close as we can possibly be, really. I'm going to start tracking everyone's stats, maybe not from the first race, but as we grow as a community, I'm definitely going to start tracking all these stats with the hope to do monthly seasons. So there'll be obviously, well, hopefully a couple of events per week. I'm looking at Mondays, Wednesdays, and at least one day at the weekend. And all the stats from that will be tracked. That will include the race winners, each individual race, the overall winner of the event. That will be points based. Depending on how many turn up, it would go 16 down to 1 if we get a full grid, and obviously descending in how many turn up for an event. It's going to be minimum of 8 to run. As long as 8 people turn up to race, we'll race. You're looking at probably 2 hours an event. That's what I would say. Hopefully, this is UK time, starting about 7 to 8 p.m. I'm going to check this with everyone that's okay. You're not eating or something like that. And also, don't feel compelled to join these events. This is more about, if you can make it. You don't have to race every event. It's it's up to you. There's always going to be another race. There's always going to be something else going on. Hopefully, down the line we'll start getting more people, that can host. Anyway, I'm getting off point. More of the stat tracking. So you've got the overall winner of an event. Then on to the fastest lap. There'll be a fastest lap stat, pole position stat. I'm also going to track who finishes on the podium. Top 3 is kind of important too. And also, this won't start straight away either, but there's going to be like an attendance record. So I'm going to see, who does turn up each week. It's not I don't want it to be a competition, but some people may want to race all the time, might be available all the time, others might not. It's not about that. It's just an interesting stat for me to keep hold of. So basically, then at the end of the month, there will be a monthly championship, possibly over two days, 2 separate events, all totaling into one championship. We'll see how it goes. For that, I'm likely to throw open votes for circuit as well as car class. The normal events, the weekly events, will all be, like I say, same car. But for championship, I think we should open it to classes, allow setups as well, perhaps. We'll see. Again, vote if we want setups. But then it will be, you know, GT3, GT4, Group A, Group 5. We'll see. Throw that open. That may be longer races, maybe mandatory pit stops. Again, it's not set in stone for these championships. It's a month away. But basically, how it will work is you'll be invited based. It'll be stat based. So the highest race winners, the overall winners, fastest lap times, you will get, you know, first pick for these championship races. So it's about how you do in the events that you turn up will decide whether you get invited to a monthly season event. I haven't quite fully decided to what level I will reward people for these monthly season wins. We'll see again how many turn up, but there's ideas brewing. There's certainly lots of ideas brewing. Now I want you to be a friendly bunch. I don't want carnage, but obviously if you have real proper problems with people, you need to stay in the event. Basically, I'm going to do it through saving the replays. If you leave the event, if you quit out, you know, your data isn't saved in the replay. You just stand still on the track. So much like that accident right there, that's good timing. You know, you just stand still on the grid, so it's useless to me. If you've got a grievance, you need to stay there. You need to stay in the event, stay in the race, so I can see it in the replay. And you know, there may be suspensions, there may be bannings, you know, we'll see what happens, but the idea is to be a friendly bunch. We don't need silliness, not at all. I hope that largely explains what SENNA Club's going to be about. Hopefully we'll get racing very soon. I'm going to try and post the event in the community. If that's not possible, I'm going to open as well a message sort of closed message for us all. That will definitely be posted in there. I know a couple of other guys that race that may want to post it in their chats too. So, you know, I don't want it to be a race again, pun. I don't want to be the race for people to join, but obviously first come first serve. There's only 16 spaces. Let's hope we can fill them. Well, there we go. I hope that explains it all. I can't wait to see you all on track. Let's give this a real good go, you know. More the merrier. If you know other races, let me know. We'll test them out. We'll get them in. So I hope to see you on track. Let's have some fun. Thanks for listening. Bye.